your money, don't care who judge. Stay out the way, surround yourself with nothing but love. Stay out the way, if you a gangster, killer or thug. Stay out the way, put your faith in the man above. Stay out the way, chill with your family, siblings and blood. Stay out the way, kick it with your girl, forget hit in the club. Stay out the way, mind on your money, ain't no switching it up. Stay out the way, stand out the way, what you thought that it was. Stay out the way, if you stuck down on your luck, not feeling righteous. Did a petty crime, just looking for some excitement. Now your name on affidavits and court indictments. Get paid for a lot, but your freedom is priceless. You did the crime, you do the time, don't let it surprise you. Real stories from the heart, just to open your eyes up.
Yo, what's good, y'all? What's the word? What's going on? How everybody doing out there? Y'all already know what it is, man. We are back again, and it's time for the weekend banger. It's time for the weekend banger, y'all. That's a lock. It's time for the weekend banger, and I got one. I keep a banger at all times. But like I always tell y'all before I start these videos off, man, I have no problem delivering this content to everybody that's out there working hard, working a 9 to 5. Everybody that's out there with their own business, getting to that bag the legit way. I make sure y'all got something to watch in the mornings, and I promise y'all there's no problem on my end. I also have no problem making sure I'm warning y'all and telling y'all about how dangerous prison is. I only ask for one thing in the process, and that's for y'all to just stay out the way, man. Stay out these jails, man. Life means much more than going to jail, man. Everybody that's out here breaking the law, doing things that they already know they aren't supposed to, man. Like deep down inside, pause, like they already understand what their fate is. They like a lot of people accept their fate, man. But like it's crazy if you're accepting your fate, like you only thinking like, yo, I'm only going in the graveyard or in a jail cell, man. Like to accept that type of fate, man, you're not living right, man. I'm letting you know now. If nobody else around you was telling you this, I'm gonna tell you, man, you're not living right. If those are your only two options of life, change it up, man. I'm trying to tell you, man. Being legit is the best life. Like if you someone out here that's getting to the money some type of way and you got motion going on in the streets, like it's time to transition over to the legit way, man. You have to, man. Like you got to think about longevity. You got to think about your family. You got to think about your parents. You got to think about everything. Think about enjoying your riches, man. At least try to be legit. And it's not going to hurt you, man. Just try it, man. Legit life is the best life, man. I promise y'all, man. But all I want y'all to do is just stay out the way, man. That's it, y'all. Period. But y'all already know what it is, man. This is the weekend banger game. So what y'all doing this one? Like, share, subscribe, this one, y'all. Let's get it. Let's go. What? It's time for business. It's time for business, y'all. The story I got for y'all today is called When Being a Hater Goes Wrong. Part 1. Crazy story, crazy situation, but we are aware, people. We are in penitentiary, man, where crazy things happen all the time, man. I'm letting y'all know now, man, like prison is a crazy world. So never come to this place, man, I'm telling y'all about. But in there, man, you have people, man, that just really think the wrong things, man. And they just natural born haters. Like sometimes, like real talk, if you ever want to see a natural born hater, man, get locked up. Because that's where all of them at, man. All of them in there, man. There's so many haters in there. There's so many people that want your spot. There's so many people that hate on what you do. There's so many people that's jealous of the things you have and the things that you can produce, man. They are in there, man. I'm letting you know now, they are in there waiting on you, man. Every time it's somebody that be hating too much, it's always a violent situation, man. So with that being said, though, we on Lawrenceville for this, y'all. We on Lawrenceville. And I can remember being in 30 building, man. It was crazy because, like, being in 30 building was fun. I ain't even gonna hold y'all. Like, it was a fun place to be, man. Like, when I got over there, it was unlimited la-la, man. I'm in the pod with the people that's getting the la-la. The dude next door in 32 pod, the honor pod, getting the la-la. Lala was everywhere, man. Getting Lala was never really a problem. I'm being honest with y'all. Like buying Lala on Lawrenceville when I first got the 30 building was never a problem, man. The Lala stayed on that joint at all times, man. So like, you know, people had their runs in there, man. I seen a lot of people get to the money. I seen a lot of people, you know, get to the money, then go to the hole. Like it's just been different sets of people that's been in there winning, man. You know, I'm just getting up there, so I'm just observing, watching. And I'm just trying to figure out when my time gonna come. But at the end of the day, there's so many people that was in the building that can get to the La-La, man. So like the La-La was everywhere. Everywhere in there, you hear me? It was La-La everywhere on Lawrenceville, man. So like, this is around the time when it's the mid game, man. The mid game still rules, man. So like, I already know like the mid was cheaper. Like, you know, the prices on the mid, trying to, you know, sell it in penitentiary, it was different. Like, it was way different from when the Loud Pack got hit, man. Came to the mid, like the mid prices was different. Like, you know, if you spend $50 on the mid, you're gonna get 6 spoons. You're gonna get 6 to 7 spoons or something like that if you spend $50 on the mid. If you spend $100 on the mid, you can get up to 10 to 12 or maybe 14 spoons of the mid. It depends who got it, who's selling it, how they rock with you. It depends like that. But at the end of the day, it was like you was getting more for your money back then. So like when we used to buy it, like for real, it was very rare that we'd be like, yo, this joint some doo-doo. Like we done ran across doo-doo, but usually every time people had mid, like it was jive decent mid. Like, you know what I mean? You gonna at least get a buzz, you gonna be straight, you know, drink some alcohol with it, you gonna be great. So mid was jumping in there, like it was all type of people getting the mid, man. So there's this one dude named Bo, man. We gonna call him Bo. Now, I'm not going to say where Bo was from, man, but Bo was one of those dudes that I guess he was on Lawrenceville for a minute. Bo was one of those dudes that I guess that was on Lawrenceville for a minute. Now, all those dudes that been on Lawrenceville for a minute, they always like, you know, like you can tell they know how to move. Like they just, you know, a lot of people don't want to mess this up. So like, you know, he been up there for a minute. So like, you know, Bo, so you know, Bo be getting to the money, you know, but it's like he's not really loud with it, but like he ended up getting in kind of like when the dudes that was in the pod in the beginning ended up getting knocked off. So once they got knocked off, it was like Bo had stepped up and he ended up getting his situation going and he was getting the mid. So like he was getting a lot of mid. I ain't even gonna lie. Like he was getting the mid. He was getting so much mid. Like you can go buy a zip of mid from him. Like he was getting deep, like at least a peasy, a pound game. You know what I mean? So he had a lot of that. But that's how they strike like back then for that mid. They was getting pounds. So like I ain't gonna lie. The dude Bo, he was at least getting about a pound. You know what I mean? So like he had weight for sale. He had the spoons for sale. It was pandemonium. You already know when he strike, it's going to be a different ball game. It's going to be a different situation because he got so much. It's like, it's going to be so many people that have their hand in it. It's going to be for sale everywhere. Like, so like where everybody already know when Bo got it because this person going to have it, that person going to have it, this person selling the fees, this person, it's just going to be all over the place. So sometimes it'll be oversaturated with people that got it. Like, you know what I mean? And it'll be to the point where like somebody like me, like, man, I want to go buy 5 spoons. But like if I go buy 5 spoons, I can't even go sell it and get my money back because he got feesies, he got popcorn selling feesies, this person doing this with the feesies, that person got the spoons, the dude over in that pod got it, got the weight. So it was like I felt like it was no space to really get money in there. Like you can mess around and strike and be like, I'm a whole master a particular time, but then you pop out and then you can get a little paper. It used to be like that sometimes, but like still though, I just started seeing that like, you know, in my building, like when Bo get that jump, man, there's no room for nobody else to get no money, y'all. So boom. Now that really wasn't a bad thing because at the end of the day, you scoring from him. But like, I just think that everybody that was scoring, it used to be the smart ones that, yeah, go score a zip, stay in the cut, let everything just get little, you know what I mean? Like everything is gone and they might send it to another building or they might do it in our pod. But either way, I used to just look at it like, yo, this is crazy. So I'm just in there blowing. I ain't even gonna lie to y'all. I'm just messing with the la-la. I'm not trying to get no money at this particular time because it's just so much. Everybody, because it's just so much la-la. Everybody that come to my sale, they got the la-la, they messing with the la-la. Where the la-la at? The la-la was everywhere. So like the dude Bo kind of felt like you could tell, like, you know, he one of them older dudes. I give Bo probably like 40. He was in his 40s back then, you know what I mean? Like early 40s. But he was a tall cat, you know what I mean? Tall dude, bald head dude. He was cool, you know, like he really just like, I felt like the way he sold his stuff and the way he got so much, it was like he wanted nobody else to get no money. Now, is that a bad thing in his eyes? It probably wasn't because he's just taking advantage of what he got. I'm not mad at him, but like he just had that arrogant. He was just really arrogant to me sometimes when it came down to when he had it. But like it was crazy because when he did have it, I never really went to go holler at him in the beginning. Like, but it was one time when my man was trying to score in 60 billion. He sent me the kite and he told me like, look, man, holler at Bo, man, get it for me, make it happen for me, man, make sure he give me 12 spoons. So my man had a buck, cash. So he sent me the jump. So I'm like, all right, man, I gotta go holler at bro. So I finally go holler at him. So when I seen him, he's standing on the top tier. All he used to do was stand on the top tier. This is before my standing on the top tier days because I'm actually still on the bottom tier when I'm telling this story on 30 billion. I haven't moved up yet, you know what I mean? But he's just be on the top tier and he just used to be looking down at the pod like just, you know what I mean? Just watching everything like an eagle, you know what I mean? Like I never really seen him move from where his cell was at on the top tier, which his cell was like, from mine was at on the sidewall to the right side when you come in, but he was like probably like the 5th cell or something like that. He was like in the middle part. So like he would stand on the tail like I used to do and just watch the whole pod. That man was nosier than me, but like I just think he just wanted to kind of just check out the landscape. And you know, that was his spot because when I came in the block, I seen him doing that. Like for real, like that's when I kind of like started doing it more. When I moved to the top tier, like I just come out my cell, the railing right there and just post up. Like you ain't gotta be out there. I ain't really like being around people all the time. So like that's what the dude Bo used to do, man. So like he used to sit there and watch the jump and he used to just know he had it on smash. So I go out there and holler. So he was standing by a dude he was talking to. So I walked up. I was like, yo, pardon me. I like to holler at you right quick. He was like, what's up? I like, what's good? He was like, come in my cell. So I went in his cell. So I walked in his cell. We go in his cell. He got the music banging. Cell decent, you know what I mean? Clean dude. Got his stuff together. I walk in the joint. He like, what's up? I'm like, look, man, I got $100 cash. What you gonna do for me? He was like, you got $100 cash? I'm like, yeah. He was like, man, I give you 14 spoons. I was like, for real? He like, yeah, I'll give you 14. My man only was expecting 12, you know what I mean? So this was a plus. I get to keep 2. And I know my man was going to throw me at least 1 spoon for making a play. I didn't want to break my man back, pause, you know, but I know he at least was going to throw me an ace. I kind of was cool with the gap. I was cool with how everything was going. I was going to walk away with at least 3 spoons out of the joint. So when he giving me the joint, he was like, who this for? This for you. I know this ain't for you, Weezy, man. I ain't even really knew he knew my name. I knew he probably knew my name, but me and him never really talked. He was like, who this for? This for you, Weezy? I was like, nah, this ain't. He was like, I was about to say, cause you ain't never come spend no money with me. He's like, you keep buying fees. I said, bro, listen, if somebody gets something here, bro, you can't sell it, bro. It's too much stuff floating around when you scrape, bro. He be like, that's how I like it, though. I want to have the whole junk sold up. I want to have the junk. That's what I want to do. Like, hey, my people's gonna keep bringing it, and I'm gonna just keep winning like that. So like he was winning. Like I ain't gonna lie, Bo was winning. Like he was getting money to the point where like I really think he had 2 phones. And the reason why I say I think he had 2 phones is because I knew a dude that used to hold a phone for him, and I can use that phone because he used to hold the J. He'll sneak me on the jump sometime, and he told me it was Bo Jump. And then there was another dude that used to hold a phone, and they said that was Bo phone too. So I didn't blame him to have all these phones. Like he's really getting money. Like this man's probably averaging like what 500 every other day worth of money. Like he's probably getting more than that. I'm just guessing. But at the end of the day, man, Bo just like to have the whole joint on smash. I saw that. And like, who don't want to have the whole joint on smash if you hustling? Like, that's the goal. You know what I mean? But like, just to see how he was, just to see that how happy he was when I came to spend that $100, man. Just a guy that really just loved the money game, y'all. So boom. So me and him done business and I dipped. But that was the introduction to us kind of like getting to know each other a little better. You know what I mean? So he was like, yo, anytime, bro, you bring me any money, bro, I'm gonna look out for you. You bring me any numbers, you bring me any cash, I'm gonna look out for you every time. So I'm like, bet, that's what's up. So I was about to leave out. He was like, hold on. I was like, what's up? He was like, here, this for you. I'm like, what? He went in his pocket, threw me 2 spoons. You know what I mean? So I'm like, it's 2 spoons? He's like, yeah, that's you. So I'm like, all right, that's what's up. He was like, that's why I was asking, was it for you or not? Because you know, if that was for you, of course I won't go. You know what I mean? He was like, but you good. I was like, that's what's up. So he basically gave me 16 jinks. You know what I mean? So I'm walking away with 4, and my man gonna throw me 1. So I'm walking away with a pound cake. It's like I spent $50, y'all. You hear me? So I got the La too. But having the La, I told you, was feeling stupid because it's like now I got 5 spoons. I'm sitting in the joint like I'm talking to my man from Norfolk like, yo, we might gotta just light all this up because like it's too many people popcorn selling feezies. This dude got feezies. This dude over here got it, man. Like it was to the point where you better have money on your books and order your commissary, man, because if you didn't have no good La or just like some consistent La like Bo, nobody was buying your work, y'all. So boom. So you're gonna be stuck with all them feces you're gonna bag up unless you wanna wait out a month to see when this stuff is gonna run out. Cause it'll probably be like a month, 3 weeks, then everything will start fizzling out. And I think he would do that on purpose. He'll let stuff fizzle out for like a week and change, and he'll be moving around. It'll still be like a little scatter of the last batch and everybody messing around, but then he'll pop back out again. Yo, what's up? He got it. Everybody running again, and it'll be the same routine, man. So like, for real, man, I won't mad at bro. I won't mad at him because to be honest with you, he kept our part afloat. Like his part, like the way he kept our part afloat was decent. And I ain't gonna lie to y'all, man. So like, let's fast forward the tape a little bit, man. Let's fast forward the tape. So Bo's still winning. Like this is like 2-3 months later. Bo is still the guy, still striking, still getting money on Lawrenceville in my pod. So like now it's like the times is like slightly changing a little bit. And when I say that is because I witnessed it was this one dude. I think I said this in a story, but this pertains to the same story that I'm telling now. But it was these one dude, they was from Suffolk. And like, I remember being on Sussex too, man. And for real, man, RIP to dude AJ, man, my old roommate. Y'all already know we had our differences on this story about the cell phone game or whatever. But like, I remember when me and him first got together and we got our first pack through Rudy. Real talk, free Rudy too, man. But like, we got our first pack, one of our first packs through Rudy. And his cousin that sent him some Purple Haze. So like, you know, I just used to hear about the camera on them. Like, I didn't really know what Purple Haze was, man. I was just so used to the mid on Sussex and all of that. So when his cousin sent that, he ain't said nothing but an eighth. He ain't said nothing but an eighth, man. But when we opened that package up, the only thing you smelt was that eighth. That's the only thing you smelt. So that was like the first indication of like the loud pack. Now, before I left the street, I was able to try Northern Lights. I was able to try that, and I tried Dro once, you know what I mean? But like, still a rookie to those things. But I knew it was fire though. I knew that definitely was expensive marijuana. But like, You know, like when they put on the purple haze, we tried that. Like that joint tastes like candy. I was in love. Like, candy tasted on the Lala. It was like smoking a dream. I ain't even gonna lie, man. So like I love that. But that was only a one-time deal. We never got it again, and it never ever happened again. It was just that one-time deal. His cousin sent it to him for his birthday. So like that was a wrap for that. So that was the last time I had it. So fast forward to tape. Now I'm on Lawrenceville, and like it's nothing but mid around. It's only mid around. So I can remember these two dudes moved in the block one by one. And this just so happened they was cousins, but they were from Suffolk. Now, when they end up striking, like, you know, they was like, you could tell, like, one of them, because I used to talk to one of them. I ain't gonna say his name. I'm gonna call him big dude. Like, I ain't gonna lie, I'm gonna call him big guy. But I used to talk to the big guy a lot, you know what I mean? Like, he was kind of fat dude, you know what I mean? I used to talk to him a lot. Me and him got cool. He was one of them people persons, but his cousin was a little bit more quieter. But I would speak to him too, but they was all right. I ain't gonna lie, but like, you could tell both of them was kind of like get money type of guys. Like, first of all, I heard a lot about the big dude, like he get money. You know what I mean? Then I heard a little bit about his cousin. You know what I mean? His cousin used to have the little glasses, little gold joints. Like, you could tell they would get money dudes. Long story short, Christmas rolled around, and like for real, like you could tell that Bo was like, you know, he was trying to really like get right before Christmas, because like when Christmas getting ready to roll around, you gonna have those holiday packs come through. And this is before they was giving them up 3 times a year. This is the 1 time a year holiday pack just on Christmas. So like everybody's ordering this stuff. It's gonna be a lot of money. It's gonna be a lot of gambling. It's gonna be a lot of dudes spending money. So like the dude Bo already know he anticipating the Christmas jank. He's anticipating trying to get right for these holiday packs. So everybody's basically trying to get right. Like I said, you might be copping from Bo and being in a cut or whatever the case, man. But like everybody got mid at this time. So the 2 dudes for Suffolk, they popped up out of nowhere. My word, bro went to visit room, man. This was right after we got our holiday packs. Man, he went to visit room. He came back, and that man gave me a stick already rolled up, man. I looked at it. I was like, what's this? He was like, just go ahead and smoke it. Let me know after you smoke it. I was like, man, come on, man. You gonna give me something rolled up? He was like, you don't trust me? That's a lot. I'm telling you, go ahead. I was like, I had to experiment, y'all. I was like, man, all right. I went in the room. Me and my roommate blew that joint, y'all. I was high as gas, y'all. So boom. I promise you, man, it tastes so good. And off that little J, I was litty. Man. I ain't even gonna lie, y'all. I was litty. I'm talking about like, I was lit. As soon as we finished that, I was like, yo, what we cooking? I looked at my homeboy, yo, what's up? We ain't making no meal. We got the holiday pack. Instantly had the munchie game. I'm talking about like, the junk crazy. So he pull up on me. He was like, look. So I'm like, man, I'm gonna pull up on him and see. He trying to sell some of that joint to my roommate. He was like, yeah, see what's up. So I pull up on him. He was like, yeah, look, I ain't got no weight. I ain't got nothing for sale for no money or no send out or nothing like that. But he was like, look, all I got is these joints right here, man. I want $20 a stick. I was like, $20? He was like, yeah, I want $20 for one of these. He was like, bro, this some dro. I was like, some dro? He was like, yeah, some dro. So get the joint, you know what I mean? Get the joint. So Herb, when he tell me that, I'm like, $20 now. I'm thinking about $20. Like, you got the holiday pack stuff now. You know, the holiday pack stuff add up faster because it's big items, macaroni, bacon. I didn't order that, but like bacon be like $7, $8. You know what I mean? And that roast beef is like $8. Then they got the salmon, it's like $7, $6. You know what I mean? The tuna is even more, like $4 because it's the big tuna game in the pack. Like, they stuff add up fast. So I'm telling my roommate, come on, bro, let's get 10 and 10 together right quick, bro. Matter of fact, let's get 20 and 20 together and go in and spend some money. I was like, he probably look out. So that's what we did. We put 20 together and went and got, you know what I mean? When it got us 2 sticks. Now, he didn't give me my stick rolled up like he was giving everybody else joint. So when I seen that, me and my roommate stretched it. Like we rolled a little joint. So man, like everybody, like as soon as we lit that joint, man, everybody was pulling up like, yo, who got it, man? Who that joint smell good? Man, who got that stuff, man? That joint smell like, who got that Weezy? I'm like, I'm scarred, y'all. You hear me? My eyes is like this. I'm like, oh, like, I knew somebody that got it, bro. We want $20 a fees. They were like, $20. I'm like, bro, listen, bro. It's worth it, bro. It's worth it, man. It's worth it to get this. You know what I mean? It's worth it to do this. Like, you ain't gonna, you know what I mean? So, like, everybody just started scoring. Everybody just started getting in. Everybody was coming in. Like, I don't know. His cousin went and actually got it. Like, the big dude didn't go get it. You know what I mean? But I don't know how much they had went and got. I'm gonna just guess. Because they didn't have a lot. Like, it went fast, you know what I mean? So I'm going to guess. And then check this out. Both of them didn't even mess with the Lala. That was the other crazy part. So I'm going to guess that they probably only had about at least a quarter. Something to swallow real quick in the B room. You know what I mean? Something light. You know what I mean? So, like, they got right. You talk about food. Man, them people had more food than you can think of, y'all. So, boom. So they slanging and banging in the jank. I ain't even going to lie. Like, the thing kind of switched. Like, you know, everybody that had that mid, everybody that was pumping the mid, like, now they like, yo, man, I mixed one of them mid jumps, man, with that. Man, it was good, but when I smoked one by myself, without that mix, man, that jump was even better. They was like, yo, that jump's on fire. Everybody eyes all slanted, everybody looking smackety in that jump. Everybody's looking smackety in that jump, man. And the dude, the big dude and his cousin, they in that jump. Every time you look up somebody calling them, dudes cross the hall scoring. All you see is dudes with bags coming through. Like, this person got it, that person got it. You know what I mean? Everybody winning. Everybody winning. They all winning, man. That's my word. They was winning in that joint, man. So, like, I had seen the big dude, like, when I seen him, he was like, man, I don't know what's going on, Weezy, man. He was like, but, man, like, the tide's changing, bro. I was like, what you mean? He was like, bro, like, man, that mid. He was like, man, for real, that mid, bro, that mid going out of style, bro. He was like, man, my cousins and them, they don't even smoke mid no more. He's like, the only person to smoke mid is my uncle. And it's probably like 2010 game, you know what I mean? It's like 010, the end of 10. He was like, the only person that smoke mid is my uncles and them. Like, man, everybody else smoke loud pack. That's why I was like, loud pack. He was like, yeah, that's what they call it. I'm like, for real, man. So he was like, yeah, that's the play, man. He was like, don't say I ain't never tell you, that's the play. You know what I mean? So I'm like, man, that's crazy right there. I'm like, yo, that's crazy right there, man. So, like, I just watch bro do his thing, man. I just watch him get to that money, man. Like, he won't joking around, y'all. Like, he was really on that stuff, man. Like, they was winning. They was winning, man, all off breakdown. All off the breakdown game, man. It was like the first sign I had got of, like, slight jealousy, man, because this same dude, Bo Popcorn, used to rock with him too, though. You know what I mean? Popcorn rock with everybody, for real, but, like, he used to rock with him too. So the first sign of, like, slight jealousy was I had seen Popcorn. Popcorn came down on my cell. He was like, what you doing in there? You got in there smelling like Fruity Pebbles. I'm like, man, go ahead with that, man. He walked in. He was like, yeah, what's up, man? He was like, I got some Feezies too, man. He whipped out this bag, and he had a bunch of Feezies bagged up. I was like, what's that, the mid? He was like, yeah, you want some? I'll give it to you the store there. I was like, nah, I'm good. I don't want none of that. Nah, I'm good, man. I was like, man, I'm messing with bro and them, man. I was like, bro gonna let me spend $50 to buy 5 Feezies. I said, I'm about to buy 5 Feezies for $50, bro. He was like, for $50? I was like, man, listen, he giving it to me for $10 a stick. And he looking out for me. And that was the deal that me and him talked about, like, you know what I mean? Like, I shouldn't even like told Corn that, you know what I mean? But I'm just like, yo, that's what I'm gonna do. So, like, when I did that, like, another dude found out that that's how they was doing it. Like, yo, so they did decide to kind of like start selling some shit for the street, you know what I mean? So, like, he was selling people J's for the send-out game, y'all. So, boom. That's how powerful that damn loud was, man. I promise you, man, that junk was that loud. That junk was that loud. So, like, they was moving around winning. They was moving around doing their thing. Popcorn was like, man, I'm stuck with these Feezies, man. Give me one of them Feezies you about to buy. I said, Popcorn, listen, man, I'm not giving you a damn thing, bro. I said, listen, this shit too expensive, bro. I said, what you need to do is come up with $20. Then you can get one of them shits. He was like, I ain't spending no damn $20 on no Feezy. I was like, well, shit, you gonna keep smoking that goddamn mid then, bro? I said, man, because this shit is some fucking gas pack right here, bro. This is some fucking gas pack right here, Popcorn. He was like, man, shit, man, fuck. Goddamn, he was like, man, that shit crazy. He went and looked at my door. He looked up. He was looking through the window. He was like, that nigga Bo mad as a bitch. I was like, what the fuck you mean mad as a bitch? He was like, cuz he ain't made no money. He ain't made no street money or he ain't made no commissary money. He was like, ain't nobody buying this shit. He was like, man, this man ain't get no holiday pack shit except for the people that owed him. He was like, he ain't collect no holiday pack shit. He ain't get no holiday pack from niggas that was just friendly buying the shit. I was like, ain't nobody buying no mid. He was like, buy that mid. He said, man, shit, nobody want that shit. He was like, man, look, man, if you light up later, let me get in the car. I said, man, look, I'll think about it. You know what I mean? Like, I would be a petty with this. I ain't gonna lie to y'all. I'll think about it, man. So he was like, look, he was about to walk out. He was like, hey, look, come step out and walk to the microwave and go look how Bo looking. Go look at Bo's face. I'm like, so I got my cup, you know what I mean? Step out. I start walking towards the microwave. So he'll be behind me, you know what I mean? We was on the same side. So like, he'll be behind me if I'm walking to the microwave. So I walked to the microwave. When I got to the microwave, I just looked back. I was like, and I looked up and I just seen him on the top tier. He was like,
get your money, don't care who judge. Stay out the way, surround yourself with nothing but love. Stay out the way if you a gangster, killer or thug. Stay out the way, put your faith in the man above. above. Stay out the way. Chill with your family, siblings and blood. Stay out the way. Kick it with your girl, forget hit in the club. Stay out the way. Mind on your money, ain't no switching it up. Stay out the way. Staying out the way, what you thought that it was. Stay out the way. If you stuck down on your luck, not feeling righteous, did a petty crime, just looking for some excitement. Now your name on affidavits and court indictments, get paid for a lot, but your freedom is priceless. You did the crime, you do the time, don't let it surprise you. Real stories from the heart, just